You are listening to the Sinister DreamCast Network.
Hello again, Internet. Welcome back to Scenario Store News. I am Julianna.
I'm Keerstan.
How are you, Keerstan?
I am alive for right now. How are you?
Well, I mean, it is 2016, so that's an accomplishment.
Right?
I'm the same.
Right?
Yeah. So this is the last episode of this hellscape of a year. Haha! This, 2016, the ultimate dumpster fire.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, still shout out to, this did not, I really wish my reblog from Meme Loving Bot had gotten more appreciation. So if you are familiar with the Meme Loving Bot Tumblr, it's exactly what it sounds like. It just randomly generates shit posts based on, popular wording around Tumblr. And the one post was, "Your dumpster fire is problematic," and I reblogged it and just added at 2016 because where is the lie?
Right.
So this is going to be our Saltastic year in review because what the actual fuck is this year? So much has happened. Like, we're just going through all of our stories throughout the year, all the things we've talked about this year and just how many times we said that was just this year.
Right.
Like, it feels like it's been so much longer than it has, and it's been so awful, and we're all gonna die soon, so I guess it's okay.
Right.
But,
We have a few more days left.
Yeah.
For now, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, seriously, we're at the tail end of 2016 now, and so many heartbreaking celebrity deaths have occurred. I mean, even just yesterday when we're recording this was Christmas Day, and I saw one post on Tumblr that I think summarizes it best. George Michael dying on Christmas is the most 2016 thing to happen yet. And where's the lie?
Right.
So just, friendly reminder at 2016, Lena Dunham's still alive. Woody Allen's still alive. Johnny Depp's still alive. Tilda Swinton's still alive.
Kanye West is still alive somehow.
That is... Maybe he just can't die.
I mean, okay. that sounds completely believable. I think
So Bowie is mortal. But Kanye isn't.
I'm pretty sure Kanye West can't die just because he believes he can't die.
Basically, his ego is his own Horcrux.
Yes. Exactly.
And his ego can't be killed.
Exactly. Therefore, Kanye West is immortal.
Fuck.
Right? How do I get one of those?
I still don't believe David Bowie is mortal, though. He just left.
Yes.
He just left. He was just like, fuck this shit. Shit's about to get real. I can see the future because I'm David Bowie, and I don't want to be on this planet anymore, so I'm using my David Bowie abilities, and I'm leaving.
I mean, that sounds like the most realistic thing that could have happened this year. If only I, too, were David Bowie.
Seriously, come back and take us with you.
Right? Maybe the rapture's coming, and it's David Bowie.
I think we're safe then.
I mean, Prince is gone. George Michael is gone now. Who will be next to be raptured by David Bowie?
Oh my god, that's exactly it. You solved it.
We tried to take Carrie Fisher, and she was like, fuck you, no, I have more Star Wars to make.
And he was just like, respect.
Right? I'll be back.
So this now feels even better from the conversation we were having before we started recording, where Keerstan was mildly consoling me because I had a moment of, oh god, I killed David Bowie.
She didn't, though.
Yeah, because he's not really dead because he can't die. He's just rapturing.
He's just rapturing, and right before he died, he released into the world his creative spirit energy, and thus more art was formed.
Yeah, because another thing that just happened this year in, things that are important to Julianna's specific universe, is that, massive modern AU I always talk about. I started writing that in January. But then it's so, we were talking about it because it's just funny that, I had this idea out of nowhere, basically, that was entirely David Bowie inspired, and so much of the fic still is completely David Bowie inspired. Like, the amount of David Bowie lyrics that exist within this fic are just... I think he probably wins. I think he's of all the... There are a lot of artists that are very heavily quoted in that fic, and I'm pretty sure David Bowie is still, like, number one by quite a bit, which then makes sense because he's literally the entire reason I started writing it. And then, like, not even a week later, he dies. So, but then Keerstan's headcanon, which I have very thoroughly accepted before we determined that he's not actually dead anyway,
Right.
is that I'm just that in tune with David Bowie that I sense a disturbance in the force, and that's where the idea came from.
Exactly. That's the way it happened.
I mean, that's still what happened. It's just then the disturbance in the force was because he was noping the fuck out of here, not because he was about to die.
No.
Because he didn't do that.
No, you were like, take me with you? Here, David Bowie, homage.
Right?
And he was like, soon.
Maybe I have to finish it first. Maybe then I'll be raptured by Bowie after I finish it. Especially because I still have not properly used the song that inspired it in the fic.
Alright, if you get raptured by David Bowie, you damn well better take me with you. I better start creating some art so that David Bowie will deem me worthy to be raptured as well. There needs to be a name for the Bowie rapture.
Oh my god, there does though. Shit, you think I'd be on this?
We have time still. As long as you come up with it before you're fixed, that way you can depart properly.
Yeah, I'm like trying to think. I'm just trying to think of like all the David Bowie references in my head possible right now, and it's like so many that involve like space and shit.
Right? Like, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, basically, David Bowie mostly talked about space, so any of that could be used for rapturing.
Earthlings on fire. This is the
Right?
the Bowie apocalypse? Earthlings on fire.
Right? I think I stumbled onto a great theory here. I think I'm right.
Also, the Bowie apocalypse just kind of works too.
Yeah, I like Bowie Apocalypse.
Yeah. It is law.
Right?
Insert Obama gif here.
Exactly. Anyway, so what else happened this year that was ridiculous?
So much happened this year. Like, we have, like,
Right?
some of the things, like, we're not really going to talk about, but going through that was, like, Kim Davis was this year.
That seems like it was, again, back in, like, 1816, 1716. When were the witch trials?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't
back
remember.
then. That's 16.
Yeah, because, yeah, we were also discussing before we started recording that apparently, like, just every 100 years, a year ends in 16 and things get fucked. Because we were just came up, and then I'm like, 1816, the year without a summer, because, you know, I know that reference because Rasputina. But
And 1916, the first American stock market crash.
And then it's also funny because 1816 was the year without a summer because it took place within the Little Ice Age, which, you know, while it was not caused by people, was still a result of climate change after a big event. So a volcano erupted that, you know, shifted, that, you know, fucked shit up, and so then there was a period of, like, mass climate change, which is then also, like, a thing that, like, because people are always like, you know, when it will, you know, whenever climate's changed before, you know, people didn't, like, this has happened, like, there have been ice ages and stuff, and people didn't do it, but it's like, there was still an event that caused it.
Right.
Like, in the Little Ice Age, it was, you know, a volcano erupting, and, like, you know, like, the big old ice ages of, like, millions of years past was, you know, like, meteor hitting Earth. Like, there was still something that caused it. It wasn't just, like, a natural shift.
Right. Earth didn't shut off the lights and go, oh, we're cold now.
Yeah, so keep that in mind, everybody. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, this is going to be very saltastic, I'm sure.
I mean, if you heard year in review of 2016 and didn't assume that.
Yeah, what else did you really expect?
Like,
have you been here? Have you seen this year?
Right. We both have high blood pressure just from existing in this year. Because the salt just absorbed on it.
Maybe that's why my my PTSD meds are working this time. Because I was on it before and it didn't really do anything. But it's actually a blood pressure medication, but it's off-label uses for PTSD and night terrors. So maybe that's why it works this time. It was just like everything comes together.
Right? Your blood pressure was like, all right, we're going to go down. And the rest of it went, okay. There you go.
All this extra salt in my diet just from existing.
Yep.
But yeah, so Murder Clowns. Murder Clowns is 2016.
That was a lot of 2016.
Yeah. Also, I still definitely subscribe to the theory that David Bowie was holding together, like, reality.
Yeah, oh no.
But most people I've noticed, especially on the internet, most people, when, like, you say 2016, the first thing that comes out of their mouth on what started all this shit is Harambe.
Right? Everyone, like... I feel like this is a young people thing.
Yes.
These children, they like him a lot. Everyone else is focused on everything else.
Yeah, I don't really understand the Harambe thing, like, at all. That's another meme.
Yeah.
Because Harambe became a meme, and also spawned other memes. Yeah, like, the dicks out for Harambe became its own meme unto itself, just, you know, with words shifting around, which I'm pretty sure is then explicitly responsible for the forcibly removed from the premises meme. So... oh god, yes, because... seriously, can you, like, major in memes? Can I have can I be, like, an actual, like, certified memeologist? Like,
I mean,
this
I
is
feel
all
like
I want.
that has to be an offshoot of sociology now. If it's not, it needs to be, because it's a major factor in, like, cultural progression at this point.
Well, I saw one Tumblr post the other day that made me laugh, too, because it's like, that this is accurate. Like, this is really a thing that was like, you know, shout out to everybody who started saying same in response to everything totally ironically, and now, like, can't stop doing it, like, you know, just look at, like, random, like, trash can and goes same, like, and somebody responds, like, yeah, good luck explaining that to future linguists.
Right? There is gonna have
but, like,
to be,
that's
like,
a thing, yeah. I mean, how much of language has evolved just because of the internet? I mean, like, it's now, like, you know, even me and all my former, like, hardcore comma fucker grammar nerd ways, like, it is completely impossible at this point to effectively communicate on the internet without using a mixture of, like, full words and proper grammar and internet slang.
Right.
Like, I've said it before, then I will say it again, like, in real life and IRL, like, they mean the same thing, but they have different connotations, even, like, to be honest and TBH, depending on their usage, like, I don't read them the same way in my head.
It's true.
And, like, TFW versus that feeling well, I don't, or the feeling when, I don't read them the same way in my head. Like, they have different feelings to them. Like, I can't describe it, so again, good luck to future linguists.
Right?
Because we're living it and we don't know what the fuck is happening. But, like,
yeah, now I want to study that. I want to go back to school.
Yeah.
Do, like, independent study and make a like, get a degree in sociology, but, like, literally in memology.
Yeah, I want a degree in meme studies, please. Like I
think that's a thing that needs to happen.
I would thrive on that. Like, I did so poorly in school before, but I feel like I could do this.
Yeah, if you had your own, make up your own major, and you did this, and then it was a service to the world.
Basically. Yeah, like, major in meme studies and minor in internet linguistics, specifically. Because, like, that's gonna need to be a thing.
It is.
And I will happily shoulder that burden, because this is what I do with my life anyway.
Right?
So yeah, Murder Clowns.
Yeah, Murder Clowns.
Bowie,
Murder Clowns.
Harambe, Murder
Yes.
Clowns.
Yeah, that's what you think of when you think of 2016.
Yeah, that was an interrobang of interrobang.
Yeah, I feel like Murder Clowns are the doom holes of 2016. Because if you ask me what I remember about last year's episodes, doom holes. What do I remember about this year's meme? Murder Clowns.
2016 is a doom hole.
2000, maybe that's where the doom hole came from. They were preparing for their master.
God.
There were some bright spots to 2016, though, and they all happened in fangirling.
Yeah. Apparently this year's also going to be an extra second long for your extra burst of fangirling there.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
Right? Sorry, not sorry. I guess it depends on what you use with that second.
I'm sorry.
No.
I am sorry. There is no not to be had here. Yeah, but so, I mean, it's been a very shitty year in fangirling in terms of losing some people we really loved.
Yes.
David Bowie, of course, as we mentioned. Prince was a big loss. Like, neither of us were hugely attached to him, but, like, Nick is. Right. So, like, there was definitely, yeah, it was just kind of funny because I, like, when Prince died, and you know how shortly after Bowie it was, that it's like, oh, you are now feeling exactly what I was just feeling. Because this is basically, like, your equivalent.
Right.
God, just so many.
Seriously.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, that was just this year.
Yeah, that was just a week or so after Bowie. Like, that was a rough couple weeks.
I think that's when the Nope of 2016 began.
Yeah, I feel like somebody else big died that week too, and I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Prince. I think Prince was a little bit further back. But, like, I'm pretty sure somebody else, like, of note died that week, and I can't remember who it was.
As soon as we're done recording this, we'll remember everyone else we should have mentioned.
Right. Because I even remember seeing one meme, too, that's like, 2016 is going to be my year. 2016 kills David Bowie, Alan Rickman, and I feel like there was an and there in the same, like, in the first 2 weeks. Never mind. Like, but I mean, that was January, was David Bowie and Alan Rickman, like, right off the bat. So we were not off to a good start. No. Yeah, we just lost George Michael, which again, like, I don't, like, I was never really attached to him, but, like, I definitely know people who are really, really feeling this. And I can also definitely appreciate his impact on the world as being so unapologetically gay. Like, right? He was a gift. Yeah, I was even, like, talking to people today. It's like, I realized my sexuality because he was so open about his that it made me feel like mine was okay.
Yeah, I know.
Which
a
is
lot
like,
of people said that to you.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Who? Like,
I'm looking it up now because it's going to bother me if we don't.
2016 death toll. I mean, we probably don't have time to put all of that in a single episode because there's so goddamn many.
Seriously, though. I had to go to Wikipedia for it because there are that many.
Oh, good. So Wikipedia has its own specific entry for 2016 deaths. That's good. That. This makes sense. This is the year that we live in. Not Carrie Fisher, though.
Not Carrie
Still
Fisher,
very
though.
happy not Carrie Fisher. I'm sorry that George Michael was the sacrifice that had to be made, evidently. But I was not okay with Carrie Fisher. I was very much not okay with Carrie Fisher.
The fact that I have to scroll this much.
Oh, God.
I'm on January.
Oh.
And I've been scrolling this long.
Because, like, I love Star Wars. We know this. I love Star Wars. This is obviously a very Star Wars friendly podcast.
Quite so.
And network and company. But, like, it's not even just because she's Princess Leia. It's because she's fucking Carrie Fisher. One of my friends phrased it best that she is the patron saint of sarcastic bipolar bitches. Like, that's it. That's Carrie Fisher in a nutshell. It's beautiful. It's perfect. She is... Because she's also, like, she's so unapologetically herself. Like, she's extremely open about everything that, like, goes on with her. And, like... is just, that's so good. She's such a gift. We can't lose her.
I like how you always say she's such a good, and it's like, no, that's exactly right. She is such a good.
She is. Like,
Ron Glass died.
Oh, yeah, that was just like a month or two ago, maybe, however time works, because this year makes no sense linearly.
I'm still scrolling. Leonard Cohen. That might be who you're thinking of. Because he also died. But let's go on.
Leonard Cohen also died. Major music pioneer. I feel like he was a little later in the year, though. I feel like he was not that early. But yeah. I'm there. Oh my God.
Alright, so I googled celebrity deaths 2016. Do you know how many there are to scroll through? Of just celebrity deaths?
Oh, I'm afraid.
90!
Wow.
90. And, like, that's not even the list I was looking up on Wikipedia. They had it broken down by day.
Oh my god.
And there were I had gotten to January 4th and I gave up.
Wow. Oh my god.
Alexis Arquette.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Gene Wilder. That might be who you're thinking of too. But who knows? Because I've already named a bunch. Alan Thicke died this year.
I feel like Gene Wilder was also, like, later in the year.
Yeah.
Like, not late in the year. Like, sometime in the summer, maybe?
Yeah.
Because, again, this year makes no sense, like, from a linear perspective at all. Like, I don't know when anything happened at this point.
Yeah, I think that might have been once people were getting over the other ones, then that happened, and then it was all back again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm, like, determined, but I don't...
Was Lemmy this year? Or was Lemmy at last year? Because I don't even know at this point.
Right? I don't even know at this point either.
And
Anton Yelchin.
Oh, yeah. That was this year. Yeah.
That was just this year, which, again, that seems like...
That doesn't seem like
existence.
this year. I think Lemmy might have been last year.
Yeah, I think so. Muhammad Ali.
Oh, fuck. And I think Scott Weiland was last year, too. Right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, who fucking knows?
I just assume it's this year.
I mean, really, it is at this point. Just, I feel like, though, since Lemmy and Scott Weiland have, like, kind of faded to the background at this point, maybe they were casualties of last year.
Yeah.
Because, like, just everybody died this year, and so that's overwhelming, like, anybody else who's ever died at any point in history.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. This list is insane. I don't even understand.
Yeah, it's like, it's just, and I mean, like, I understand that, like, a lot of our heroes are getting older. Like, you know, Alan Rickman and David Bowie were not old, but, like, they were at ages where people do die. Right. And it's not like, oh, fuck, they were so young. But, like, George Michael was in his early 50s. Like, he was young. Anton Yelchin was, like, our age. I think he was younger than we are.
Yeah, he was younger than us, I think.
Yeah. So, like, it's just been a fucked up year.
Right? And his death was, like, unexpected, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you know, like... I don't even know.
Yeah, like, even though the public didn't know about it, apparently, like, David Bowie's was expected. Like, they were just keeping it out of the public eye because they just kind of didn't want to deal with that, basically. But again, he didn't really die. He just went to his home planet.
Exactly.
So,
all right.
Still waiting for the rapture.
Yes. Yeah, literally everyone. Everyone died this year. I haven't gotten to anybody else yet.
Are we still alive?
I don't think so at this point. I question all realities now.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So
where were we with things not being awful? Because, I mean, there were some things that were terrible.
Game of Thrones was excellent this year. Speaking of everyone dying.
I mean, again, you're not wrong.
Okay, see, that's a sorry, not sorry moment.
Yeah, that was good though. That was good. I mean, at least one person didn't.
You met Chris Evans this year.
I did.
And you met Chris Hemsworth.
I did.
And, like, all of them.
And I didn't die somehow.
And we had some excellent movies this year.
Yes.
We had Beyonceing it all the way up to 11.
Yeah, Beyonce tried her best to kill 2016.
I mean, if there was anybody who could have done it, it would have been her.
Yep.
And she definitely made a dent in it. She definitely made a large dent in it. Yeah, a lot of good movies this year. We had Civil War. We had Rogue One, which we've both finally seen now, so we do have to talk a little bit about it. And again, speaking of everyone dying.
Right?
Yeah, Justin came in on Monday, and he's just like, so how'd you guys like the Red Wedding, A Star Wars Story?
Right? Like,
where is the lie?
I think that's what I can mostly say about it, is it didn't hit me until maybe an hour after the movie that everybody was dead. It was like having dinner with my mom at Cracker Barrel, and then all of a sudden, like, sitting down my fork, like, everyone in that fucking movie died.
It's so funny, too, because, like, Nick kept talking about, like, how it's, you know, like, in all the other Star Wars movies, it's like we have our protagonists, and, like, we know that no matter what happens, they're gonna survive to the end. And, like, he's even brought it up with Rebels a couple times, that it's like, since they're all new characters, even though they are the protagonists we've grown attached to, they could kill any of them at any time.
Right.
But so he was saying that with Rogue One, like, all leading up to it. It's like, it's gonna be interesting to see if they do anything with the fact that all of these characters are expendable. And they did! Mm-hmm. Like, he did not see that coming.
No. But
I loved that they did that, though. Yeah. I loved that everyone died. Because it is like, this is war, this is the rebellion, this is overthrowing an oppressive regime, and this is, you know, this is what it looks like. I mean, this was like the absolute, like, pinnacle of losing a battle to win the war.
Right.
And I really like that we got to see that.
Yeah, because I feel like any of the characters that have died in the Star Wars franchise, like, even if they were sad deaths, they weren't, like, monumental. Like, I think on this scale, like, I think this showed, like, how you said, like, the casualties of war.
Yeah. Like, this
I think,
is what
like,
that looks like.
Yeah. Like, I think a lot of the time, the fact that, like, no, this isn't just about lightsaber battles. Like, this is a war that's being fought. So I think this kind of gave that a bit of gravity. Space pun.
And, you know, as Star Wars approaches becoming more and more relevant than ever.
Right?
Yeah, everybody just don't casually do not forget that the entirety of Star Wars is basically, you know, overthrowing an oppressive regime.
What about that, 2016? What are your feelings?
And what about that going into 2017?
Yeah.
It's like, I always love that too, though. Like, even though I understand, like it's shitty that, like, so many other white people need it to be broken down in these kinds of terms. But it is, like, always interesting when you see, like, yelling at those kinds of white people. It's like, so did you stand with the Capitol? Like, or did you stand with Katniss? Like, did you side with Darth Vader, or do you side with, you know, Luke? Like, that, like, that kind of stuff. It's like, you realize that this is what's actually happening, basically. Like, if you support the protagonists in fiction, maybe you could, like, support them in real life, too?
Right? Like, once the Death Star blew up Alderaan, did you just go, well, they won? They won the election, so... Yeah, they won,
so, you know, you should just go home and, you know, be quiet about it.
Right?
It's over. Get over it.
Don't be a sore loser because they blew up your planet. So, yeah, Star Wars is reality. Got it. Check. Love it.
Except not really, but, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't live in space. Yeah. And if I had the Force, we'd won by now.
Same. Yeah, I want the Force now more than ever, and I want a just legion of sassy droids.
Oh yes.
What'd you think of K2?
Loved him. Like, at first I was kind of like, all right, they're just trying to make him sassy. And I was like, oh no, he's sassy on another level. I love it.
Yeah, he, like, transcends sassy.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. Seriously, my greatest weakness is fucking sassy droids.
Yeah.
And I loved everything about it. Like, even though, like, we don't have a lot of time to get attached to these characters, like, because, they just come and then they just go. We're not gonna see them again unless, like, on the off chance anybody, like, shows up in an episode of Rebels or something, which I, like, suppose, like, Jyn or Cassian could.
Right.
But other than that, we're not gonna see any of these characters again. So it's like, but I still feel like what we got from them was enough. Like, not, like, enough, but enough. If you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I still definitely really, really cared about them and definitely have emotional ties to them. Like, I love that Tumblr is just like, yeah, Jin's cool. And yeah, Cassian's great. But were you guys watching Baze and Chirrut because that's what I was watching.
Yeah, basically, like, they could have their standalone movie. Like, I think they should hop back into time and just their life story.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, I loved them all.
Yeah.
I really did. Like, I want to know more about Bodhi. I want to know why he did what he did. I want to know more about his backstory.
Yes.
I would like to see more of Jin. I want to see more about Cassian. Like,
right.
I do want more. I really do want more of their backstories.
Basically, I feel like that's what Star Wars does to you now. It's like, can I have more of that? Thanks. Can I have all of it? Thanks.
It's like, dear Kathleen Kennedy.
Right.
I've been very good this year.
I survived 2016. Please give me a thing.
I think we've earned it.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Star Wars, we can just have all Star Wars all the time. Thank you.
Like, that was... I really, really loved it. Like, I don't understand the people who are screaming that it's the best Star Wars movie ever.
No.
Especially because I feel like I can't even lump into that category because it's a Star Wars movie, but it's not a saga movie. So, like, I don't really want to compare it to a movie with episode in the title.
Right.
Better than the prequels, obviously.
Well,
but, you know, but that's... So is most things in life.
Right.
But, like, in general, like, I don't... I mean, like, I think I still like all of the episodic movies that aren't the prequels better anyway, but, like, I'm not even... But, like, I don't really want to think too hard about it because I don't want to make that comparison because it's not fair.
Yeah.
And I recently discovered all of the goddamn memes about the Rogue One sequel. Like, internet, just chill. It's A New Hope. The internet are being huge dicks about that.
What?
Yeah, like, leaked photos from the Rogue One sequel. It's all just pictures from A New Hope. Confirmed George Lucas will direct the Rogue One sequel. Yes, because he directed A New Hope. Like, I apparently learned of those memes later than everybody else. Like, I only discovered them a few days ago, and I'm already like, dude, that's so old. You're not that clever. Please shut the fuck up.
I haven't been on Tumblr much, so I missed that.
Oh, I haven't seen any of it on Tumblr. Tumblr is better than that.
Oh, that's nice.
I've seen it all on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, Facebook is not better than Tumblr at all.
Yeah, no, Facebook eats that kind of shit up, so...
Oh, yes. They're great with that misinformation.
Yeah. Yeah, anything that's wrong with Tumblr is like 10 times worse on Facebook, and anything that's wrong with Facebook is probably right on Tumblr.
True.
And then Tumblr, I mean, and then Tumblr is Tumblr, which is also just not a fair comparison, but, you know.
Oh, that's a good analogy for Rogue One versus the sagas.
Aww.
Because, I mean, Facebook isn't bad.
I mean, there are a lot of people who actively really hate Facebook, but I'm not one of them. I can understand why some people don't like it or don't like to use it as much, but like, I like Facebook and I think it is a really necessary thing. Also, Facebook has probably the best messenger on the internet.
Exactly.
Like, I've actually been trying to get, like, more Tumblr people to add me on Facebook just because it's, like, I love that Tumblr has an IM, but I don't like using it for prolonged conversations. It gets very old. And then, like, I started using Skype again pretty much as everybody seemed to be starting to, like, have an exodus from Skype. So that's, like, I added a few people from Tumblr to Skype because it was a little bit easier to talk then, and then they all stopped using Skype. So...
Yeah, so it's like,
but it's
Facebook does have its things.
Yeah, but, like, Facebook has the best messenger on the entire freaking internet. Like, honestly, Facebook Messenger is fantastic. So, like, it's...
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
It's not. It's just not the same.
Right.
Yeah, they're not the same thing at all, but they both have their merits.
Exactly. So those are our feelings on Rogue One.
So yeah, and then we are trying to be hopeful for 2017, not necessarily in terms of the year itself, because anytime we tried to be hopeful about 2016, and not even just us, but like the collective of humanity,
right?
2016 went, bitch, challenge accepted.
Right.
So I'm honestly like, can we just not do this whole like forced optimism thing for 2017? I'm too afraid of what that could brew at this point. Like, I just...
Don't poke it with a stick.
Yeah, basically. It's like, I understand, like, wanting to think positively and, like, positive energy, you know, creating positive, like, I get that, but maybe, like, just be, like, low-key positive about it.
Right? Like, I'm not entering it with my gas mask on, but I'm holding it.
Yeah, like just hope for the best. Absolutely, hope for the best.
Right? Like, my tequila bunker is built. I'm not in it yet, but it's there.
But I'm definitely not walking into 2017 going, this is going to be a brand new start. This is going to be so much better. Because, like, yeah, I also love the one meme that it's like, you know, me on December 31st, you know, 2015 at 11:59 p.m. 2016 is going to be my year. Narrator. 2016 would, in fact, be nobody's year.
Right? Exactly.
Which is, like, yeah, I don't think I have ever seen as much universal revolt against a year.
Yeah. Everyone's collectively over it.
Yeah, like, there have been like, the past few years have been very divisive, I've noticed. Like, a lot of people really hated, like, 2013, and I was unmoved by 2013. It was just kind of like, that was a year, nothing big, like, it wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't terrible. Like, I have no real opinions of it, but there were people who really hated 2013. And then, like, 2014 was meh, 2015 was meh, 2016 is what the actual fuck.
Right. But things that do look promising in 2017. I mean, there are a couple things. At least my mom even pointed out that Sherlock is upon us. That happens on January 1st, right?
Maybe. I'm
pretty sure it is January 1st. Like, I think it is, like, because, it's a Saturday. No, man, it's happening. January, beginning. January, Sherlock.
January 1st will be a Sunday. So.
Maybe then, yes. Okay, I can speak words.
Welcome to Scenarios for News.
But yeah, it should be on that day then, because it's usually on PBS on Masterpiece, and that's on Sunday. So yes, Sunday, January 1st, Sherlock is upon us.
Gotcha.
Right?
What else is...
we
were just talking about this before.
We're going to be watching The Handmaid's Tale, which is good, bad.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
It's going to be rough, but it's going... I want to see people's reaction that haven't read the book.
Oh my god,
I think that's one of the things that I'm looking most forward to about it, is just people's reactions.
I told my therapist about the logical conclusion to the War on Women comment, because she has read the book.
Yeah.
And she was just kind of like, oh. Like, I think I momentarily broke my therapist.
Oh.
So
if anything, could have Handmaid's Tale. But yeah, so there's that. There's the Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
There is, Queen Cersei on Game of Thrones. Give me that.
Oh fuck, that's gonna be
yeah. I'm excited and terrified, but excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the Wonder Woman movie though.
Right?
Oh my god, like, it looks so. Yeah.
Right? So there's that.
Give me my Wonder Bay.
There's going to be the conclusion to Orphan Black, which I can only expect to be fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I really need to catch up, because I'm gonna want to watch. I'm gonna want to keep up with that, because I feel like it's gonna be terrible if I don't.
Right? And Guardians comes out this summer, doesn't it? It's May 2017, isn't it?
I think so.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, in terms of entertainment, we do have things to pull us through.
At least we can be distracted.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, just so much is happening that, like, distraction is, like, a necessary form of self-care, I think.
Yeah,
like,
no, it definitely is. I've definitely used entertainment as that this year.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it can definitely be taken too far, as in how pretty much everybody in the entire world completely ignored Aleppo.
Right.
But... yeah, people cared more about Harambe than Aleppo,
right.
But, like, I did see one post, it was actually a Twitter screenshot, I think, that, like, it was, like, this made me laugh in a very this is not funny kind of way. It was like, in 20 years, somebody's going to make a movie called Aleppo, and it's going to win 7 Oscars, and everybody's going to be like, never again! It's like, we all just sat there and watched it happen.
Right.
Like, Aleppo happened in real time, and we just sat back and watched.
Right.
I mean, granted, people like you and me as individuals, like, how much could we really have done? But there were people who could have, and they didn't.
Right. Looking at you, UN. looking right at your dumb face.
Yeah, also just looking at, hey, Russia got involved, got into bed with corrupt leadership, and look what happened. Who's next on that list? I believe that's us.
Could be. Like I said, gas mask in hand, I trudge into 2017.
Yeah, because it's like, I think that's also kind of getting swept under the rug. I think Russia's involvement in Aleppo is also kind of getting swept under the rug, because we can't talk about that right now because we're... Yeah.
Because Putin sent Trump a Christmas card.
Yeah. So I guess we're in state of things now.
The state of things is bad.
It really, I mean, you lived this year. It was. I mean, yeah, Donald Trump is president-elect. That is one thing that is definitely not to look forward to in 2017, is that he will be acting president. I am definitely still trying to go the Sean King route and refusing to actually refer to him as president, because hashtag not my president for fucking life.
Yeah.
I had a not my president shirt for Bush. I still need to buy one of my own not my president shirts for Trump.
Right.
But yeah, just hardcore not my president. He is not my president. He definitely does not speak for me or anything that I stand for. And oh yeah, he also wasn't elected.
Right. That thing. Convenient, huh?
Yeah. Like, yeah. He lost the popular vote by the biggest margin in history for someone who went on to become president. I'm pretty sure. And I also, apparently Hillary Clinton did actually end up surpassing Obama. She got the most votes of any presidential candidate in history.
Yep.
So that's fun. Also, Bernie would have won.
Yeah.
I stand by that. I will stand by that till the day I die, that Bernie would have won.
He'll win in 2020.
I hope so. So what are we doing to keep him alive?
Right. Everything possible.
Yeah, like, what do you need? You can harvest it from me.
Right? You can't have my liver because you don't want it, but everything else is up for grabs.
Yeah, if it's in good working order, which unfortunately is not most of me, but I think my organs are okay. It's just like, you don't want anything that like keeps me running.
Hey,
like,
but by 2017, we'll find out if the first human head transplant is successful.
Oh, yeah. Also, where's my goddamn robot body? Because my one knee has decided it doesn't want to be a knee anymore.
Well, once the AI is fully functional that was created this year, maybe then they'll also start work on android bodies once they figure out that they can transplant human heads.
Or even just like... Yeah, I will take either further research and development into what really causes fibromyalgia and how to help it, or a robot body. Either is good. You know what? I'll even take both. Yeah.
Both.
I'm still probably going to end up with the robot body then, but I will happily take both, because every day that passes, I just look at that whole fibromyalgia is not degenerative, and I just look at that and go, all right, that sounds fake, but okay.
But yeah.
Because that's...
Excuse me.
There's just... I don't understand how that's a thing. Like, if that's really the case, then I make no sense. So, yeah.
2016.
Yeah. But I mean, we did have some high points as well from in State of Things.
Yes.
We still stand with Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
In case that was ever in any doubt.
Right.
Okay, also going back to downsides though, but we
it
do...
is 2016 and the State of Things.
We do have to mention though that one big event from 2016, the largest mass shooting in American history, I believe, that was also actively a hate crime against gay people, was the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. Because that's already being erased.
Right? People are glossing over it just because of Trump's election.
Yeah, so don't forget Pulse.
No.
That was a huge event of 2016. One of the many things that made this year absolutely suck. And if we gloss over that and erase it, then we just made it suck even more.
Right.
And, like, that's not okay. That's not okay. Don't forget Pulse.
Yes.
But yes, and then that's a not really, really terrible, jarring segue. But yeah, so we still stand with Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
And we also, Standing Rock also happened,
Yes.
which has had so many bads.
Right.
So many bads. Like, just, how can we kill people without actively making it look like murder?
Yeah.
Was basically, like, they were killing people. They were killing people, like, flat out. Like, that's what they were attempting to do, but they were using quote-unquote non-lethal methods or less lethal methods so they could get away with it effectively.
Yes.
And then we did have that little victory, but I am also afraid of how that's going to turn out because, like, they're doing with the environmental impact study on it now, and, like, that's kind of stalling it, but, like, Trump is invested in the company that's making the pipelines, so this is probably just stalling us and shutting us up. I would like to think that this is, I mean, at least there's hope, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm still very nervous.
Right?
About
It's like, why can't you just finish this before Obama leaves office, huh? Like, step up. Quicker. Faster. Do the thing.
Yeah. Also, Flint still doesn't have water.
Right?
Or clean water.
Right?
Flint still does not have clean water. What the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe this is the beginning of the end. I mean it should end, so...
I mean, my mother is convinced that it literally is. Like, she really genuinely believes that Trump is the Antichrist.
I mean...
And that all of these things are adding up. And, like, I don't, subscribe to my mother's same religious beliefs, but I respect where she's coming from because at least she, like, comes from a place of caring and wanting to burn all this shit to the ground.
Right.
So...
I don't know, I'm still sticking with my Bowie Rapture now.
Word. But thank God for Ben and Jerry's and Chobani.
Yes, they're pulling us through 2016 as well.
Yeah, like they are also such a good.
Yes.
They have been a light at the end of so many tunnels.
Honestly, how many times have we ended State of Things with Ben and Jerry's or Chobani's at this point?
Yeah, just because we needed a happy note and because they did something that was relevant to State of Things.
Because they keep doing things that are relevant to State of Things that are good.
Precisely. So, yeah, I have not consumed either Ben and Jerry's or Chobani in way too long. I need to remedy this. I need to throw my money at them. So thank you guys for existing. You made the world a little bit of a better place in this absolute shithole of a year.
And I can't wait to eat all of your products in 2017.
Yes, you also happen to make things that are really delicious, so everybody wins.
Yes.
Like, honestly, if I didn't like their stuff at this point, I would probably just be like, I know somebody who does, I will buy this for them, so that I give them money. But, like, I will consume it for my own damn self, so it works.
Right.
But so then all this shit is why we have memes and why we attach to them the way that we do. We had some interesting memes this year. I feel like we just need to give a shout out to the memes.
Right, the best memes of 2016.
Yeah, Joe Biden memes are good.
Yes.
Big fan of the Joe Biden memes.
So much. I still have so many on my phone. So many, and I will still keep looking at them to make myself happy.
Do what you gotta do. Shout out to Bode for existing.
Yes.
There were so many good ones. It's been a very Dat Boy was apparently this year, which seems really weird.
I know, that seems like it's been forever since I've seen that around and about.
And then we have Dicks Out, which, then leads to the forcibly removed from the premises meme. We have, sounds fake, but okay. We have so many. We had I can't remember if the good shit meme was last year or this year.
I feel like it's this year, because I feel like you told me it earlier in the year. But, like, not that far away.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was either like the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I think I was going to say the Feel Good Ink Laugh meme, but I think that was like the end of last year that started.
Was this year the How to Find Me in a Crowd meme?
Yes, I believe it was. Don't quote me, but
You've had a lot of good Dragon Age memes made out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, there have been a lot of really good ones. I also just appreciate that my version of the forcibly removed from the premises meme. So many people reblogged that and tagged it with, "This is my favorite, this one wins." Like,
Nice.
It always feels so good.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been there've been a lot of memes. I know I'm missing so many.
Evil Kermit meme is probably one of my favorites as well, just because I use it a lot in my brain.
Yeah, that's had a huge run.
Yeah, I
since
feel like
its
that might be
inception.
one of the most popular memes, I dare say, of all time. I don't know if it's because it's a recognizable figure or if people have latched onto it more because it is very relatable.
A lot of SpongeBob memes, too.
Yeah.
A lot of SpongeBob memes. Like, I had no idea SpongeBob was this damn memeable.
Yeah.
I mean, but even the beginning of 2016 versus end of 2016 became a meme.
Yeah. 2016 became a meme of itself.
It really did. It really did. Because that is how we cope.
Right?
So, yeah, it's been a fucking year.
Yes.
But so then we're still going to have our regularly scheduled memes because that's, again, how we cope. So what's your meme, Keerstan?
My meme is still relevant to our topic of 2016.
Oh, God.
And this is even something me, who has not read the Harry Potter books, can relate to and understand.
Oh, I know which one you're doing.
Yeah, so it's a Tumblr post. Lo and behold, you're welcome. And originally, Earth Dad posted, "I miss 2012 when the biggest problem was Gangnam Style being overplayed. It was a much simpler time before we knew what 2016 had in store for us." To which Hytha said 2012 was like the early years of Harry Potter when the biggest obstacle he faced was a somewhat cranky dog. Now 2016 has happened. The Triwizard Tournament is over and Cedric is dead. To which Elphaba for President of Gallifrey posted, "If this is only book 4, then we are seriously fucked." To which Give Me a Hand Skalova said, "OFC, it's only book 4. We just realized Trump is a real threat. We now have to contend with a whole book of people telling us everything is fine. Then one of the ineffectual government scrambling, and then a whole book of open rebellion and racism." But you know how Harry Potter ends, though, don't you?
With a lot of casualties before the win.
Yes, but we're gonna win. If Rogue One has showed us anything, there may be casualties, but we will win.
Good point. Mine is also from Tumblr, which is like kind of funny because it's relevant to what we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast.
There we go. Tumblr to round this out. Good job.
Originally posted by Emissary-Architect. "Me, I feel awful in so many ways. I have no idea how I'm supposed to cope and process everything that's happening. Me, turns to my OCs. My OCs, sweats. Me, Jaws theme."
That's a good one to end on. Well done. Well done.
2016,
Yay!
everyone!
Go to hell. Go away, 2016. Get out of here. No one wants you.
Take you. So this has been another episode of Scenario Store News. If you are listening to us on iTunes and you would like to rate and review us, that would really, really help us out a lot. Oh yeah, also we have a Patreon.
Yay.
I see it's the end of 2016 and my brain is not in the right place at all. Patreon.com/SDCN as in Sinister Dreamcast Network, because to make all of these podcasts happen, every single individual podcast has to pay separate amounts of, like, we have to pay for every show to happen.
Yes.
And we love to do it. We love you guys. We have a lot of fun with this, but we're poor millennials, and we will take any help that we can get, please and thank you. We do have incentives. We're not just asking for free money, but you know, help us help you, because better, you know, we'll have more for you. And then, so if you're listening to us on iTunes and you would like to rate or review us, that would be a super helpful thing as well. You know, iTunes and algorithms, we could get, like, featured just, like, on a main page, and that would be really super cool to get our names out there and, you know, like, validate us.
Best thing ever.
My BPD ass is really down with that, so, you know. So, yeah, that would also be really super awesome and easy, and please. And then, of course, while you are there, if you would like to go into that little search bar in the top right-hand corner and type in Sinister Dreamcast Network, she's already gearing up for me to say it.
I love it so much. I love it.
I'm so glad it makes you so happy.
It does. What happens when they type that in?
You will find all of the wonderful things that lie therein.
Yay!
Every Monday is Happiness is a Warm Gun. Every Tuesday is Toxic Volume. Every Wednesday, oh hi there, it's us. Every Thursday is the Insert Movie Reference Here podcast. Every Friday is their original flagship Sinister Dreamcast. And every third-ish Saturday of the month is our spinoff of this here podcast that is the same level of ranting and salt, but specifically about Dragon Age, called Black Emporium News. So, for another episode of Scenario Store News, I am Julianna, becauseanders.tumblr.com.
And I'm Keerstan. You can find me at kayth1.tumblr.com.
Lindsay.
Geronimo.
You have been listening to the Sinister Dreamcast Network. For more from Sinister Dream Productions, check out www.sinisterdream.com.